Quant is testing a major support level, and if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to continue watching this video. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another quant analysis video. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in getting a free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio. As you guys can see on quant, we had this massive move to the downside, and we did call this perfectly. I mentioned that I wouldn't be entering any long positions here at 187 because this area 154 is going to become extremely crucial for me. Knowing this, because of the fact that the previous price analysis here, you can see that we had multiple wicks at this level trying to break above that resistance, and then we started this massive run up. This area was going to act as a beautiful support line for quant, and as you guys can see, we didn't quite test that level, so it doesn't mean to enter a long prematurely, right? You want to be waiting for that confirmation on this level of support. So until you can get that level of support hit, that's only when you're going to be entering that long position, right? Ideally, what you're looking for though is something like this. In this situation, you're going to try to see multiple wicks hitting the support level, and then the continuation pattern pushing above to that 187, trying to reclaim that resistance level. If we can't get below the 154 level, obviously if we can't get above that level, then we would be looking for the next level at 112. That would be an extreme case scenario because as you guys can see over on the RSI, we are getting to that oversold level, and hitting that level possibly will be the max level for that RSI to actually have that small little bounce. Ideally, what I'm looking for at that position is, of course, if we see a nice bullish momentum move upwards, I want to see how the 187 level reacts. If we do see a rejection on this 187 and then a continuation down, that is a possible scenario we have to be careful of. And of course, from the bullish case, we would have to get above these exponential averages and find them as support. You guys can see from the previous price analysis that the reason why the exponential averages move so perfectly above is the reason they use this as a support line, right? You can see every time they touch the exponential moving average, it pretty much continues pushing up. That's a great idea, and this was the indication for me to know that this short-term trend was going to change over, right? Once we saw that change right below this exponential moving average, we got the signal to enter those shorting positions, and I mentioned this to you guys in the previous videos that as soon as we see this starts to end up being a bearish confirmation, right? And that's exactly what happened. We pretty much got the bearish confirmation. We broke below the support level right here. We had this pullback, and this was the entry for that short position. Once you see that pullback entry, you enter, and it's pretty much been a downhill since for quant. Now, does this mean that this massive run up is over? Not necessarily, right? It's going to become extremely interesting to see how this 154 level can hold it. If it can hold, we can see that massive move to the upside to possibly that 240, 250 area that everyone has been eyeing. Of course, on the lower time frames now, you can see that we are above the exponential moving averages, and we are now using them as support, which is a great indication for a short-term trend change on the hourly. But again, I still want to see how this 187 level holds. On the hourly, you can see that the oversold area was hit perfectly. We had this beautiful bounce, but we have been seeing this sort of manipulation candle quite a bit, right? We see this move, we see the pullback, and then we see another move to the downside. Pretty much on most of the other cryptocurrencies, we can see even here on quant, we had this move, hit that support line, bounce, and a continuation down. This is the level you want to be very careful about, right? You don't want to see this situation happen again. So ideally, this would invalidate as long as you can hit this 187 level. If we get that confirmation and that push towards the upside, that would invalidate this whole move to the downside. And again, that would be a massive run up for quant. That's ideally what we're looking for. But if we do see this move and we see a rejection here at 187, that's going to become extremely complicated for these bulls, right? You don't want to enter that position because that means then the bears are going to be in control, and then the next level we would be looking for is the 112. Now again, guys, let me be clear, that 112 level is an extreme case scenario. Ideally, this level at 154 should hold quite nicely as long as we can take control of this level, find those multiple tests, and then that continuation. That would be ideal for quant because we did have this massive run up, right? If I were to zoom on the chart, guys, look at this. Look how crazy this looks. This is the first pullback that we've seen after a very long time. This has been running up from all the way from 112, pretty much just seeing only wicks above, and pretty much once the mainstream media caught on, that's pretty much when you start exiting your positions, right? When everyone starts to talk about something, that's ideally what you're looking for, is to get out. You don't want to start staying in these positions and max leveraging mostly at these highs. Pretty much when we hit these highs at 230, that's when I made the first quant video, and I mentioned that it looks like we are seeing a top formation, and the next level would be hitting that 154, and that's exactly what happened over on quant. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys are interested in that $600 bonus, check out the link.